All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Rec Report 16. As you can see, the backdrop's a little bit different today. We are actually, yes, we're freezing our asses off. These guys just got back from Hawaii, so they're really feeling it in the Ohio cold today. As you can see, the backdrop is a little bit different today. We are out here on the private range. We're gonna be talking about our standard Rec Report topics, but you know, we're also gonna be having a little bit more fun than usual today. So I'm Evan.
Mike.
And I'm Riley.
And stick around for some shooting and for some of your favorite Rec Report topics.
Hopping right into things, one question that we've all had, or that we've all wanted to see. So Spyderco does sprint runs. They've got so many different lines. There's so many different models that they've done the sprint runs in, but they're kind of the only company that does it. Not the only, but the main one that does it.
Yeah.
What other companies, what other brands, and what other models would you want to see a sprint run in?
Okay. So for me, I think I would really like to see Microtech do more sprints. I know they do sprints periodically, and they definitely have cool, like, unique lines with the Tuxedo line and with the Operator series that they have.
Yeah.
But I would like to see some of the more standard models, TR3s, TR4s, Malibus, stuff like that, in different colors, maybe different handle materials, and of course different steels. And I think to kind of set themselves apart from Spyderco, who does the different handle material or color that corresponds with the steel that it has, I think it would be kind of cool to see them do maybe a different handle texture. Because I know with aluminum, there's a lot of different ways you can mill it out. Maybe do some holes, maybe do some of the grippy grip that they've been doing on some of the Runt series to kind of differentiate between different steels. So
Definitely. I
would like to see 3V, 4V, 10V, something like that, just kind of completely go in the opposite direction of the steels they've been using in the past. How about you, Riley?
I'm gonna have to go with Benchmade. They've got so many models, so many like super solid knives, but they're generally the same, like going with steel and handle colors, usually darker tone, not all of them. But I'd like to see Benchmade to do more sprints.
And then how would you differentiate between the different steels? Or you don't even have to, but how would you do it if you had it?
So either changing up the handle material or handle color, or you could change the blade. They're doing Cerakote now, so there's so many different blade colors that you could do. There's so many options. And then, like you had mentioned in the past, they're backspacers. Yeah. They've done different color anodized backspacers before, and it's pretty cool. And that would be another really cool way to differentiate them.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike?
For me, I think the big one would be Chris Reeve. I think if they did sprint runs with different steels, different handle materials, I really think that would go over well. I know there's some diehard Chris Reeve collectors, and if they did sprint runs, I think they'd sell a hell of a lot more knives.
They definitely would, and it would just be cool to see different knives with different steels that you could use them differently. Like an LC200N Sebenza would be so cool, especially with like an Ensingo blade. You know, you could use that as a kitchen utility folder. So I think that would be really dope.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. All right, guys, let us know down below what company you would like to see do sprint runs kind of in the same way that Spyderco does. I'm always curious to see what you guys have to say. Oh. Yeah, the wind's coming in, making my eyes water.
Cold.
You're such a weenie.
I hate the cold. I hate the cold. I'm moving to Arizona.
That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah. All right, guys, next question. What would you do if someone came to you and said you could only have one knife from each given category, 4 categories? I know we're leaving out balisongs, we're leaving out gravity knives, stuff like that. Side opening automatic, out the front automatic, standard folder, and a fixed blade.
That's pretty tough. If you only have one option, like you're stuck with 4 knives for the rest of your life, or whatever the given case is, there's so many options. I'm gonna have to go with, for my fixed blade, the 6-inch LT Wright Genesis.
Nice.
Love that knife. Good all around utility knife. And then for my folder, it's tough, but I mean, nothing really beats the lightweight Manix 2, right?
And what color and what steel?
Probably go with the bright orange Sprint Run S90V.
Ah, that's a classic Riley choice.
Oh yeah.
Side opening auto, out the front auto.
Side opening, again, a lot of options. It's crazy, but Microtech.
Yeah.
They do a lot of really cool things. I don't have a specific model. They did make one. It was, what's that band called?
Is it the red
Grateful Dead?
Oh, okay,
the
cool.
red one.
Yeah.
It was an aluminum handle. I don't even know how they did it, but it was sweet. That's what I do for my side opener. And then out the front, again, there's so many options, but Halo.
There it is.
There we go. Don't see too many of them. Super solid.
All blacked out?
Oh yeah.
All right. So for me, I think I'm gonna go with either an XM18 Skinny from Hinderer or a Chris Reeve Num-Nums-On. I think I'm gonna give a slight edge to the Num-Nums-On. You guys know that's my grail knife at the time. For a fixed blade, I am gonna go with a Tor Anaconda in that kind of Ranger green color they have going on there. I don't do too much bushcrafting, so that kind of smaller EDC fixed blade, and I think that's actually, it's supposed to be a tactical fixed blade. I don't have any tactical uses as well, but I just really like that knife. For a side opening automatic, I'm also going with Microtech. You know, they are the kings of side opening automatics. I'm gonna go with a full size Les George Rockeye in the operator configuration. I think that's just one of the most badass side opening autos out there. And for an out the front automatic, I'm also gonna go with Microtech. I'm gonna go with an Ultratech with a either green aluminum or OD green top aluminum, G10 handle, thank you. Yeah. With the Tonto in a bronze finish, because I think that looks like an REC exclusive.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
How about you, Mike?
So for automatics, Microtech too. I mean, I just like Microtech. It's a good operation they've got going over there, and just like their styles. So definitely that for side opening autos. Out the fronts, that's a tough one. I mean, you know, Microtech's got some pretty good selections, but there's some other ones out there. Guardian Tactical makes a nice one.
They sure do.
You know, Heretic's okay. There's a few good ones out there. I don't carry one, so I don't really have a favorite one, but I mean, Microtech, I think, if I had to pick one, it's just an easy carry, you know, Ultratech size I like, you know, that's probably what I'd go with. As far as fixed blades go, you know, I don't have a favorite, but I agree with Riley where a 6-inch blade is, perfect. For me, is good when we do go out and do survival classes, bushcrafting, stuff like that. It just works well. You can do really anything you needed with it. And pairing that, I would probably go with, you know, I carry my 940 a lot, the Benchmade 940. It just seems to really work well for any tasks I need. If I knew I was going to be outside, I'd go with something a little more, maybe robust, a little bigger.
Freeman.
But, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But again, you know, if just one regular folder, probably a 940. I like that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know down below what are your 4 from those categories. I know we always get new ideas for even brands to carry from you guys down in the comments. So that makes these kind of questions even more interesting. So let us know down below what you guys would pick.
So 2 videos ago, we did our tier list for hand materials. We went through how many different materials?
Oh man, it was like 12.
Wow, we did a lot and we ranked them. You guys really liked that. You thought we put FRN a little high. I thought it was pretty good. I like it up there. Anyways, you were not in that video.
No.
So your top 3 hand materials, what are they?
Top 3 for me, all day I'd go with micarta as number 1. I really like micarta. There's a lot you could do with it. A lot of different options, variations of micarta.
Yeah.
So I'd go micarta number 1. I think it's a durable handle. It's a grippy handle. That's where I'd go. Number 2, G10. Because again, you could do so many textures on it. It's a good, tough handle material. Feels pretty good in your hand. And then I guess titanium. Again, with titanium, it would have to be textured of some kind, just because I don't like slick surfaces, especially when you get wet blood or whatever on your hands or the knife.
Yeah.
So I would definitely, if I'm going to do titanium, which I do like, I would definitely have a textured titanium. So those are my top 3.
So I know you guys gave us a lot of feedback on the handle material ranking video. Like Riley mentioned, a lot of people are FRN haters out there. You know, I don't get it, but
I don't either.
That's what makes the knife community so great, is that there's room for everyone's opinion. So if you didn't get your chance to on that previous video, let us know down below what your top 3 handle materials are, and we'll battle it out, we'll duke it out. And actually, we'll compile that information, and in the next video, we'll let you guys know what you guys ranked number 1 through number 3, and we'll give you the rec report top 3.
Oh yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys, we're gonna go ask Eric from the custom shop if he wants to let off a few rounds, let off a little steam, spread the love around. Let's go. Do you want to shoot a little? Huh? Do you want to shoot a little?
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go. So guys, for the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about different brands and what we'd like to see from them in the coming year. So 2022, it feels weird to say that.
It's gonna be a big year.
It's gonna be a big year. You know, a lot of stuff coming from us, but we'll let that go for now. So this week we're gonna be talking about Kershaw. Gentlemen, what would you guys like to see from Kershaw in 2022?
If I'm going first, I would like to see a higher line auto.
Yeah.
They do a great job with the American-made automatics for a great price. But I'd almost like to see, you know, maybe step up some of the materials, the handle material, the definitely blade material, and see what they come up with. You know, keep it more toward that $200 range, because I don't think that's out of the realm of what people are expecting to pay now for a good auto, American-made. So I'd say an auto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to be able to see a launch series knife that had ZT quality.
Yeah.
You know, because you know they have the capability to do that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So titanium and a crazy blade steel would be awesome.
Yep.
Riley?
I feel like Kershaw has done so many things, so many handle materials, so many blade materials, different shapes, everything, different price points. They've done so many things. There's one thing that has disappointed me, not from Kershaw in particular, but from Kai. There's a couple ZT models that feel like Kershaw, and that kind of bothers me. More of a pet peeve, didn't really answer your question of what I want to see in 2022.
It's your world, brother.
But there's one thing that's always bothered me, is there's a couple models that feel like Kershaw's from ZT.
And something you mentioned in the past is your distaste for when they throw Kershaw clips on ZT models and kind of vice versa.
Yep, I feel like it's just a different laser engraving.
Yeah. No, you'd probably be right about that. So kind of a less parts bin compatibility between the two brands.
Yeah.
Definitely set them apart.
Big price difference.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna go kind of more general. I know you guys remember in the past, this actually wasn't even too long ago, they had models like the Skyline, or before that, like the Oso Suite, that were hugely successful. They were manual flippers back when manual flippers were kind of brand new in the knife industry, especially in kind of affordable production knives. But back in the day, when you'd be watching YouTube videos, when you just searched on YouTube top 3 knives or top 5 knives, whatever, this Skyline was mentioned in a lot of those videos kind of in the same breath as PM2s and as Benchmade 940s and Griptilians, you know? So I think they need a knife like that, maybe even resurrect the Skyline kind of silhouette.
I've never even seen that knife before.
Oh, you would really like it. Yeah. And obviously we're throwing up pictures here, but that knife was fantastic. Good blade steel, good action, and I know detents and ball bearings have come a long way since then, so I'm sure they could kind of get even more dialed in nowadays. Yeah. So I think that would be really, really cool. I think they just need a new core model is what I'm looking for. A new core model to kind of push the brand forward would be really, really cool. And you know, they could do sprints on it.
Oh yeah.
They could do sprints on it with different steels, and I think that would be really cool. But guys, let us know what you think you guys would like to see from Kershaw in 2022. You guys always have good opinions on this kind of stuff, so let us know down below.
So we've had this topic in the past, in the last, I'd say, what, 5, maybe more videos?
Yeah, maybe more.
Actors or characters.
Yeah.
What do you guys see in Indiana Jones?
Ooh. Okay, so are we going in expecting him already to have his pistol, his whip, and his machete? Or are we replacing his machete?
Should we do his EDC, or should we just do his knife that he's carrying?
I'm just saying, if he's already got his machete, I'm gonna go with a folder.
Yeah.
So does he already have his machete on his hip?
I guess so. Yeah,
okay.
What he typically carries. Okay. You could change the machete.
So just right off the bat, I know he's kind of a slick character. He does all the whip tricks, so I think he would kind of like something with a little bit more flair to it. So I think he would carry a Buck 110 Auto. Probably in a little belt sheath, because he's also kind of a nerd, you know, he's a professor. So probably in a belt sheath, but that kind of makes sense where it's fast, It's a strong mechanism because it's still a backlock, even though it's a button actuated auto, which is kind of cool. So I think he would carry a buck 110 auto.
Pretty cool. How about you?
I think for him, I think he's more of like kind of a, you know, gadgety type of guy.
Sure.
I would go with something fixed blade, hollow handle, maybe an older Chris Reeve hollow handled knife. This way, you could put a bunch of crap in there, and I'm sure he could use it in his what do they call it? His endeavors, I guess you could say.
And you know,
His
when
tasks.
he's like, when he's taking stuff out of some abandoned tomb somewhere and he doesn't want to get caught with it, he could put it in the handle.
Yeah.
He could put his treasure in there.
For me, for his knife, I'm gonna go with a folder, and I think he'd be carrying a full-size Crooked River from Benchmade.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Kind of fits that classic line, and I really like that knife. It's solid. It's cool. Maybe go with the wood and aluminum one.
Yeah.
Or the titanium one. They're both cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Indiana Jones, what would he have in his pocket when he's fallen into pits of snakes and whatnot? Let us know. All right, guys, we've had a couple of weeks off since we were kind of doing different programming in the meantime, but let's do our $50 winner. These comments are from the previous video where we reacted to the collections that we got in the rec room, and we'll link the rec room down below once again. Filtered out some duplicate users, so it's just 1 entry per person. And James, how do we say the last name?
I'd say
Grider.
Grider?
Yeah.
James Grider, congratulations, brother. His comment was about getting some Cerakote work done. So let us know down below, and you can always use that $50 store credit to help pay towards your Cerakote work.
Oh yeah, leave a comment.
Yep. So leave a comment down below and we'll get in contact with you and link it up to your account.
Evan,
Yes.
is it range day?
I think it's time.
It's about that time.
Let's have some fun.
All right.
We're gonna wrap up the rec report, get straight into the B-roll.
All right. Sounds good, guys.